The persecution of Christians in China has severe consequences for individuals and society as a whole. Christians face various forms of discrimination, including harassment, surveillance, and imprisonment. Church leaders and activists advocating for religious freedom are often targeted, leading to their arrest and detention. The government's crackdown on Christians is so severe that the mere sight of a Bible or a crucifix could lead to government intervention. Pastor Yang Hua, also known as Li Guiji, is a Chinese Christian pastor and human rights activist. He was born in Guizhou, China in 1973. He became the pastor of Hushi Church in Guiyang, the capital of Guizhou Province. Pastor Yang Hua was arrested in December 2015 as part of the Chinese government's crackdown on Christian churches, drawing international attention. He was charged with treason and was facing up to 5 years in prison. The charges were seen as politically motivated and an attempt to suppress the Christian faith. Pastor Yang Hua was reportedly subjected to harsh treatment, torture, and threats during his detention. He was denied access to his lawyer, and his family was also harassed by the authorities. Despite the difficult circumstances, he remained true to his faith in Christ. Authorities eventually allowed Yang to speak with attorneys, who learned of the several instances in which prosecutors had unlawfully subjected him to torture in an effort to get a confession to possessing state secrets. In a transcript interview, they detailed how Yang was subjected to severe torture that led to his hospitalization and that Chinese authorities had threatened to kill him, his wife, and his children. His statement led the attorneys to file a lawsuit against the prosecutors, accusing them of using torture to extort a confession. In January 2017, Pastor Yang Hua was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison. His case was internationally condemned, and human rights groups and governments called for his release. Amnesty International described him as a prisoner of conscience. Pastor Yang Hua completed his sentence and was released in June 2019. However, he continued to be subject to restrictions and surveillance by Chinese authorities. Despite the difficulties, he remains true to his faith and continues to advocate for religious freedom and human rights in China. The challenges Yang Hua endured is an ongoing issue for most, if not all, Christians in China, where the Chinese government tightly controls religious activities and often targets those who speak out against government policies. It is marked. History is a reminder of the importance of defending religious freedom and human rights around the world.
I'm just trying to warn you, cause you know the Lord is coming. He's coming back. I don't want this world, I don't want nothing. Give your life to Jesus Christ and you gon' see what love is. Jesus Christ is Lord and that's the end of the discussion. Tryna say that Jesus ain't God, boy.